They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run again with Harris. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And against the defense, the early advantage was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
22 yards there, a first down.
Hunter Henry's now in his second season with the New England Patriots and had 9 touchdowns in his first campaign and really emerged as rookie quarterback Mac Jones' favorite target, especially when they needed points in the red zone. Stays his favorite here and picks up a first down.
Here's Jones on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion, Hill. On 2nd and 9, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The tight end in motion right. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Tua now on 1st down. It's brought in by Wilson. He's got room at the 30, down to the 10. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup at 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 2. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here we go, set. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Ready? Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. it is now 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Try 2. Bring back.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Mostert, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. They got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Jones now on 1st and 10. That's caught by Myers. Touchdown, Patriots. Jakobi Myers, 26 yards.
And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make it 24-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone.
Noah Igbenogany on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
He's ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ready.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. It Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Channing Tindall. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Tua. Out to his left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From the 41, Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. The 71 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Jones throwing on first down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New England.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 10. First down,
Harris running straight ahead. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Jones. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hunter Henry. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
makes the score Dolphins 41, Patriots 14. Nick Folk to kick it off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to pass. Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And a completion to Wilson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards and a first.
Here we go.
Tua sets up to pass it.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Another try after the first down sack.
Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Ultra. Go ultra. Set cut.
They hand it off to Mostert. And they And nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here